Okay, so here's our headstock. We ran the strings in, and we didn't do it to the E string, but on all the others, ran the string through, pulled it out a little bit to give us some lead, wrapped that part around the tuner, under the string, and then over the string to make a little V shape to lock the strings on, and that's all we've done so far. Okay, as I said, all we've done so far is just put the strings on, so there's the sound we have. So we're going to start getting it up to pitch, and here's some things that I like to do. I want to get it close to the right pitch. Okay, I'm going for an E flat instead of an E. I have an E tuning fork here, so there's close to an E flat. Okay, so I get the guitar close to pitch, and then what I want to do is I want to get the strings settled in there really good, so I'm going to grab a hold of these guys, and I'm going to stretch them, and I usually use both hands, and I'm kind of pressing with the heel of my hand and pulling on the fingers, so that initial note that we had is a lot lower than it was. So as we keep going through all these strings, and with those babies locked on there, we're going to, I think, get a really optimum setup on this deal. Now the lighter strings, of course, you can't pull quite as hard, but I'm pulling pretty hard. I mean, I've got this baby at least an inch away from the fingerboard across a span of 8 or 9 inches. Okay, so I'm pulling these guys, get them all locked in there really good. Okay, so that's pretty close to E flat. See, that guy, it was like a couple of steps lower. Okay, so let's just plug into our trusty tuner here, see what it tells us. Well, almost right on. Let's pull it. If the strings are installed correctly and you don't have any kinks up here, you can really tug on those strings and they can take it. Okay, so I've got the strings installed in my guitar. They're a little heavier than I normally use, but again, I'm doing this so I can tune my guitar to E flat and get a good amount of tension on the guitar. That's it. That's how you change your strings. Okay, so here is how we did our little string wrapping process. This is looking down on the top of the tuner. And this dotted line here and this dotted line here are showing us the little tunnel that goes through the tuner. So I run my string through the bridge, and then I run that string up through the tuner. And it's going to continue all the way out here, right? Well, what's going to happen is when I get that string laying about where I want it, I'm going to grab a hold of the string right here and pull back 1.5 inches. And then this part of the string, I'm going to fold it over so that it's now going this direction. Okay? So I've got a string in a nice sharp kink right there, nice sharp corner. And then that string, I'm just going to wrap around the tuner and come underneath the string, and then pushing the string this way in the tunnel so that it's as tight against this wall as I can. I'm going to then make a V with this end of the string to lock onto that piece of string that's coming from the bridge. So once I get that lock on there, that baby's going to stay in tune, I promise.